Yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, we're back. GGL number 8 about to be underway.
Don't sue us, please.
We are just in time for the kickoff. Game number 1 about to go down.
Finally, it's taking forever, but people finally showed up. We got ourselves a game. JC and Lala taking on Red Grant and Big Face. This is one of our group stage matchups. And a good one because we got vets of the GGL here kicking things off.
Degon, I gotta say, I really love your glasses.
Thank you.
Those are pretty sweet.
Thank you.
That's pretty nice.
Yep. No one will get the joke. Good.
No, it's not a joke. It's real life. I like it.
Thank you.
There we go. We got JC. So this is probably the only time we're gonna see JC this quiet. But that's also because the game just started. Kickoff just happened, and the score's still 0-0.
Yeah, JC, big talker. We talked about it before. Not afraid to share his mind, especially when things are going right. When things are going wrong, gets a little bit quieter there. First rush, though.
JC missed that lead block for Lala there.
It is. He's warming up. It's the first game. JC, it always takes him a little while to get going.
So you say warming up, but these guys were playing till like the wee hours of the morning. Especially, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little concerned about T-Dat because T-Dat was playing for a very long time last night.
Yeah, we definitely chronicled T-Dap's struggle early on against
No.
Ivy.
We've moved on.
Okay.
We've moved on, but
We did chronicle it, though.
I was like, how much sleep did he get though? That's
I don't know.
Barkley going up the center, picking up a few yards. 3rd and 6 though.
You can hear a little bit of communication between JC, Lala. JC saying he hiked it too fast. I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Well, I bet she does too.
Yeah.
3rd and 6.
Are we going with the early pass? Real quiet.
All right, Degon, I got to ask. So
real quiet from Red Grant, Big Face.
So for this game, we know what we've seen out of Big Face. Big Face, obviously, his first debut GGL performance in the last GGL.
Yeah.
Was able to win a game.
Yeah.
Didn't go to the donut shop. But right now, so he's already proven that he belongs here. But now he wants a win and he wants to move on. What do you think is going to be the key to victory on the side with Red Grant and Big Face?
Yeah, Red Grant, longtime veteran of the GGL, but sometimes hasn't been able to replicate that success, whereas Big Face has been able to do it before. So I think it's more about them being on the same page, leading off each other, because Red Grant has had some big plays, he just hasn't always gotten dubs. So I think when they combine their powers, they're better than the sum of their own
Wonder
parts.
Twin powers unite.
Exactly.
See, I like that. Here's the thing, though, but they're going against JC. JC has been to a finals. Now, although JC has not won in the finals, JC's been there.
Yes.
So he knows what it takes to get to the big dance, and, he's got the mouth to back it up. You got to wonder at some point, JC's mouth starts intimidating, I believe, some of these players, because, he will talk you out of a game.
Yeah, Big Face is one of the, again, newer member, one of the youngest members in the GGL.
I think he is the youngest member in the GGL, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It also covers that, but I just wanted to make sure. And I think the big thing here is as long as Big Face able to get a stop here and put JC on the back foot, that's when JC gets quiet, when things aren't going his way. So 3rd down and 8 here for JC and Lala. I think we're following along with JC's point of view, so Lala, the quarterback, Lala's got to come up big.
Taking a lot of time here.
Ooh, Sac City.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough. All right, so Degon, early on, still 0-0. 2.5 minutes left in the first. Are you kicking it away here, or are you taking that shot?
I think you had the opportunity to set the tone with a 4th and 14. Punt it away, let things turn around as Big Face will get this return here.
I hate to harp on it, but you got to remember, in the very last GGL number 7, that game was decided by 3 points. And not like, hey, this game went 24-27.
Right.
3 points.
Yeah.
Like Snoop Dogg lost a championship because he couldn't get 3 points.
The famed Dan Rue game.
Oh, the Dan Rue game.
Dan Rue offense.
That will go down in the archives of the GGL history of most botched wins ever.
It'll also go down as the best behind-the-scenes footage that no one has seen yet.
Yeah, they
the
will,
most
though.
coveted GGL behind-the-scenes footage.
They will, because I have all that footage.
All right.
I have all of the footage.
Stay tuned. All right, Red Grant. Woo!
Oh,
with
big
the
spin.
Saquon!
Oh, can he juke? Oh, the juke!
Patrick
he's going home. He's going home. That's.
Look at the face! He's cold-blooded. He didn't even move. Look at Red Grant's face. To be honest, that might have been Big Face running it. That's why
that was Big Face. That was Big Face for sure. But look how casually Red Grant is looking right now. Now let's look on the other side though. The frustration on JC. Like JC's like, why? He reminds me of what's that in the Matrix,
Mr. Smith?
Agent Smith?
Smith?
Yeah. Why?
Hey, Red Grant, we had Red Grant's face on the cam the whole time. I don't think he knew if he was on offense or defense.
Red Grant was just glad to be there.
Yeah.
That's why he brought in Big Face. He brought in a young new player who really has a very high Madden IQ. So this could we've been wanting to see Red Grant get out of the first round for a while.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to see that.
Yeah.
And I think Big Face is the key to that. The question is, will he be the key to getting Red Grant to his first finals appearance?
Well, it's a good start here. 7-0 for Team Red Grant. And Big Face off of the run. And remember, they started on defense first, so in the second half they're going to get the ball back. But run
that's
up the
a
middle.
big run. To start things off?
Yeah, that was a good.
See, right now JC's quiet, but that's because he's down. The question is, how quickly can he score? How quickly can he turn around the momentum of this game to get JC out of JC's head? Because you notice when JC's down, he's very quiet.
Yeah, he's focused. Yeah, I mean, he's even when it was tied earlier, he was pretty quiet right now. But when he gets ahead, he's like a snowball moving downhill, turning into a boulder. Right? You want to make sure that you prevent that from snowballing out of control.
Oh, the seam was there, but you know what? The step wasn't there.
Yeah.
If you look at the speed that Taylor got to him, like a faster back there, I think gets through the hole, picks up at least 8.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor card, always one of those solid linebacker cards that everyone uses. Running out of the shotgun also, it's a little bit more of trickeration. You're really not trying to power and line up the blocks. You're hoping that you get a right matchup running out of the shotgun, and it just makes it a little tougher to get yards.
2nd and 11 situation.
Here we go. A little frustration from JC. JC running his route.
Coming off how did he get out of that? Big fumble there. Saved by the recovery there.
Yeah, JC ended up picking up the fumble, but he ran his route. Look at this. You can see 87 just running right back at his own guy, almost tackling him like he's on defense, and happens to be at the right spot when he picks up the ball there. Awareness by JC, knowing that the sack was going to come even before the play started.
I mean, it was coming. I was actually surprised he didn't get sacked about a second and a half sooner.
Yeah. All right, so 3rd and 18, big first down, long distance here. This could be where maybe Lala tries to push a little bit too much, and an interception might be on the cards here for Red Grant and Big Face.
Now, here's the thing. If you really paid attention to what was happening there, Big Face was actually giving some coaching to Red Grant, telling the Red Grant what to do. And there he's seeing another sack. That's another big sack. Now, Degon, how demoralizing is it to not get out of barely get out of the first quarter and already got 2 sacks?
Yeah, I think overall average offensive yardage in that first quarter might be negative for Lala and JC. Not exactly sure. I think the guys will be able to bounce back. Again, get a stop. If you get a stop, then it feels like, all right, we're still just 1 score behind. We can control the ball and then try to score before the end of the half. Because remember, Red Grant and Big Face get the ball back in the second half.
All right, Degon, I got to ask you this. So we've gone over this many times. I've asked you several times, at what point is a game out of hand? Now, usually that was because we were seeing high-scoring games that ended up being in the 20s, 30s, sometimes even the 40 club.
Yeah.
We've seen in the last GGL tournament that game was decided by only 3 points.
Yeah.
So seeing how hard it's been for these guys to score so far, how soon now do you think a game can get out of hand?
I think more than 2 possessions. Still, it's always 2 possessions at half. That's usually the sweet spot there. You can always drag out a whole quarter if you just run the ball, so you want to make sure it's within 2. Even though it's been a little tough, I think Lala and JC, they can get it right, but big run in the first game, and here it goes again. Saquon getting 1.
I think he spun the wrong way.
That's how he broke free before. You go out to the outside and then spin back inside, but there are multiple defenders there to close down that gap. Not too bad here, but I think the big thing to note, it's been all run so far by Big Face, no passing plays.
But do you think he's doing the run game just to open up the pass game? So just when they think they can shut down the run game, he's going to start going to the air?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. But until he gets stopped here, even that last run, he had multiple tacklers in the backfield, still gained yards.
Hey.
So you're gaining yards 3rd and 2. Let's see what he does.
3rd and 2 situation. If you pick up 3 yards every time, you're just slowly marching down the field, eating that clock, and giving your opponent less and less time to actually start mounting their comeback.
This is true. We saw a play there. It will be a pass, drops back, has time. Andrew Luck. Oh, I don't know if he got it.
Did he cross the plane? I don't know.
That's going to be close.
4th and inches.
Yeah.
All right, Degon, you going for it here?
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely
going for it.
Go for it. You chew up more clock.
Send it!
It's inches. You haven't been stopped for a loss yet. Andrew Luck's so mobile right now, this card. Useful with pass accuracy and movement. Let's see what they do here. Goal line package.
Andrew Luck right now, the preferred quarterback of almost everyone in professional Madden play.
Oh, and that's why. Big body, able to move on forward. And it's another first down. That was a big gain for a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, it wasn't really sneaky. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, JC and Lala weren't able to do anything about it.
Yeah, and right now it's JC controlling the defense. He hasn't put more than 4 people down. Now we're starting to see them finally stack the box, try to stop the run. But again, it's not guys at the line of scrimmage. And here we go, wide open, right across. That is Red Grant with the catch, and he gets himself 12 yards. First pass complete for Big Face.
You know what I like? I like how Red Grant just threw a little emphasis on there. Throws out the stiff arm there right at the end, and threw him down like a child. Like, sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Red Grant knows what he's doing.
You're going to timeout.
You can see Big Face there. That's half of his face. It's half face right now.
Oh.
And the camera. Oh! Almost.
I thought he was sprung.
See?
I thought he was going to the house yet again.
The cutback always is fancier, but I don't always think it's the right one, right? It looked good. Definitely looked good, but Richard Sherman there to make the tackle.
Degon, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you a bigger fan of the strafe, the spin, or that slight juke?
The spin. To me, the spin's always good because when you put him in the spin cycle, the player goes zipping on by. You see them try to switch characters, it click off, and it just feels real good. Looks good, feels good.
You know what? I'm gonna say when I'm going for style points now that I have 4 solid weeks in playing Madden now. When I'm going for style points, I like the back hit on the right stick, where you get a nice solid full stop.
Just
full stop.
Hit
They
him with the
dive
Reggie
by.
Bush.
Yeah. Oh, that's great because that makes for great replays. And
I think LaShawn McCoy did that last week in real life.
like IRL. Yeah.
Oh,
Big face.
that was a good fake there.
JC, we're seeing
That
a
was
little life
weird.
out of JC now, but Big face 3rd and 2 situation.
Yeah. So that was a QB option, and so you can click to keep the ball or hand it off, and in that situation, Big Face holds on to it. Surprised me. That's why I got a little excited there. No timeout called by the defense, so clock will run. Oh, it's a run in the backfield. Pat Tillman.
Brought down again. All right, the defense being pretty solid here at the goal line. So they very aggressively went down the field, were able to get into the red zone, but now it looks like Big Face having a little trouble actually closing the deal.
Yeah, JC coming to life here on defense, as you said earlier, getting to see him talk a little bit more. It still will be a chip shot field goal if they decide to go for that. I'll push it into 2 possessions here. So if you're Lala, you got to get that offense going to get at least a little bit. You need to get at least a field goal here.
Deon, I want to point something out. So obviously the field goal is going to go up and in. That's when it's going to sail through. But if you watch the way that he came off the line, that was moments away from being a blocked field goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good jump. Also dangerous, though, right? If he goes offside, that's a first down. See, it's almost not worth it. But either way, they get the points here as Lala and JC take control. Down 10, 2 possessions, 1-10 with 2 timeouts. You want to make sure, get yourself in field goal range. You're looking at least the 35 to be safe.
So JC taking a big gulp of water there. You got to wonder, how thirsty is he for a win right now? You don't want to be the first game of GGL 8 and then be the first loss of GGL 8.
Yeah, right now.
And right now, you're sitting in the donut shop.
Yeah, that's right. Zeros on board. That means there's a hefty dose of
So we're
coming your way.
We're running out of donut chains. We got to buy some more donut chains.
Oh.
I think there's a little miscommunication on that team of JC and Lala.
Yeah, they said, I thought you was passing. And,
Is that what he said, Degon?
That's what he said.
That's a direct quote?
That it was a direct quote to that point.
Ah,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah. Why are you trying to trap me?
Entrapment.
Clock is running. They call an audible. It takes a lot of time off the clock. They still have those 2 timeouts. Whoa!
Oh, there you go,
intercepted!
baby.
Oh, it's Dion.
Oh,
Dion's gone.
You know, all right, I got to point this out.
Oh.
So the one thing about Dion, how Dion just runs with one hand, that's so disrespectful, right? It's just disrespectful. You're not going to catch me, so it doesn't matter how I hold the ball. I don't need to protect the ball. You can't get to me. It's look, he catches it with 2, and then literally just nah. And he's holding it on the...
Switch hands.
He goes inside hand, switches to the outside hand, and still holds with one hand.
Gotta love the animation done here. And there was a receiver open. I believe it was X on the left side, running a slant. Instead, he tries to go for the post over the middle. Easy pick. And now there's a lot of conversation between JC and Lala.
I mean, a lot of conversation, but not a lot of time left in the first half. Now you're down to 32 seconds remaining, and now it is no longer a two-possession game.
Yeah, not so good. Things are not looking good here for JC and Lala. The vets of the GGL falling down 3 possessions. Goal here again, same as it was before. You just slowly but surely. I think the big goal here is get yourself out of the donut shop. Because right now the donut shop, the sign is on.
Ooh.
They're warm. They're fresh.
They're hot, fresh, and ready to go, huh?
I'm ready to go.
Looks like Kinslayer in the chat said, time to make the donuts.
Ooh,
that hurts. In a GGL event, on the big stage, under the bright lights, the cameras, and all the people. That's, Dion, we never discussed. I don't think the people at home know what's on the line today.
Yeah, what is on the line today?
All right, so just by making it to the Final Four, you're going to walk away with $420.
420?
Yeah, 420. Why? Was there something special about that number?
Phase it, blaze it? Yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
I
Oh my
don't
goodness.
get it.
That looked like me passing with my left hand.
Oh, what? Yeah, that's terrible. So, Final Four gets 420. If you make it to the finals,
Yeah.
$500. Just make it. You can lose in the finals. You're still going to walk away with $500.
Yeah.
But if you win in the finals, $2,500.
Yeah, $2,500 each for each player walking away, and that's what the big boys are playing for. Is they always try to play for some here. Oh God. But right, someone that might not be playing for anything right now is JC Lala. They're playing for the.
So if we break that down for the people at home, that means that in this GGL number 8, there is a, what is that? Quick math, man, it's at a $6,840 prize pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. For what? 4 hours worth of work?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad day.
It's not a bad day. I need to start. I need to start playing in the GGL.
You do play now, but
I do play. I haven't made my my GGL player debut yet.
that's what it
I
is.
think I'm saving that for GGL 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do the hard. I'll hard carry the cast when you're playing.
Wow, the
That's
hard carry. That's going back to GGL 1 days. That's back when like Snoop was mostly in the booth and he would only leave the booth to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, be like that.
All right, taking a peek here.
Look,
Big
just
Face
so
has
much
all
time.
day. Look at
Like-
Red Grant blocking.
All right, so let's point out a couple things there. Not only did he have so much time to throw, but then he threw and he used the
Possession catch.
but it was the low possession catch. So he did the left trigger plus throwing to the receiver. So
There's that Torrey Holt catch. Usually the yards after catch bonus that you can get from Torrey Holt. A solid receiver to have. Run left.
Oh,
Ooh, block.
oh.
Cuts right up. Ooh.
Dion, let me ask you this. All right, so you're up 3 possessions already. Are you running the clock at this point because you just want to get the game over, or are you trying to run up the score?
No, what you're trying to do is get comfortable with your partner, right? Big Face Red Grant, they've played together before, but not just as two, right? And so now they, as a duo, they want to get comfortable with each other, make sure you know who to block and what type of situation. So kind of put yourself in that. So it's less about scoring more points, scoring less points, and more about getting more plays in so you get more comfortable with each other.
So you're saying at this point, the rest of this game is pretty much just practice for Big Face and Red Grant.
Well, they were able to score 17 points in a half. It's possible that JC and Lala can, but I think one more score here puts it away.
You know, one could argue that based on that hidden GGL footage, this could be karma coming back to JC for the words he had for Dan Rue after that tough loss.
It's possible, but either way right now, it's less about JC's play, right? JC's been the defensive coordinator. It's been 17 points, only 10 on defense, which is...
That's
That's
10
not that
points.
much. That's not that much.
Double digits.
That's not that much.
That's 9 more than 1.
But they haven't gotten anything going on offense. I think that's where I look at it if I'm JC Lala. Spin in the backfield, nice tackle, and they will have an opportunity here for a punt. No.
So if you're 4th and 7, are you going to go for it here?
Big Face. He's going for it. He's not even going to think about the punt here. And
I'm sure he thought about it. He also thought about the cushion that he had. He said, you know what? I got time. I got nothing but time.
Yep.
Unlike us, where we have, nothing.
Yep. Can't see anything.
Just a big old black blank screen.
Black screen. There we go.
Yeah.
It's back.
Hey, what's
Got
that?
it.
That's like is that a chicken? What is that? I'm so confused. Is that like a turkey leg?
I have no idea.
I don't know what
Thanksgiving
it was.
come around the corner.
They already got Christmas lights up at the Grove.
Do they?
Yeah.
4th down. Aggressive catch.
Oh, look at that.
Is it a drop? The catch?
Nah, it's a catch. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. 4th and 7, goes for it, picks up the first down. Now the clock's still ticking, comes down in bounds. Less than 2 minutes 45 in the third, and you're down by 3 possessions. Not looking good for JC.
Yeah, when you are a slot receiver and then you run the corner route, it's so difficult for the defender to cover it when you don't manually move the defender outside of the receiver beforehand. So, again, you saw the defender just take a little bit too long to get himself to the outside, and that's a first down.
So, Deacon, I got to point this out. So, we've seen a very impressive performance from, big faces come through in a big way.
Yeah.
Right? But I feel like we haven't really seen a lot of production from Red Grant. He's just almost kind of being carried right now by Big Face.
Yes, we've seen him make a couple of possession catches with Delaney Walker underneath. I think that's been solid. And then again, Red Grant controls the defense. 0 points, can't do better than 0 points. What you can do is, on offense, throw an interception to have pick 6. That's like negative offensive points. That's kind of what happened to Lala earlier.
I got to say, one of my favorite things of right now is, Red Grant rocking that brand new Snoop Dogg LS50X and, the microphone facing the rear because he's picking up the chat of the people behind him.
Yes. The laughter is what makes it go wide open.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Another corner is Torrey holding in the back of the end zone. Big face. I think we're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes.
Like, are you seeing how casually they're celebrating? Like, most people's celebration is, like, just filled with joy.
Yeah.
And, like, they were just like, yeah, this is light work. Like, why are you wasting our time right now?
Big Face is already thinking about what answers he's going to give in his interview later.
You know what JC's got to think about? JC's got to think about that donut that he's about to get after he talked about Dan Roofer getting a donut last week.
Yeah. Again, JC controls the defense. He can't really, do too much on offense.
Still, he's on the team. You win as a team, you lose as a team.
Not if your quarterback's thrown to the other team.
Oh.
Then that's your quarterback's fault.
Is that how that works?
So 24-0 here. Still barely a 3-possession game, but a 3-possession game nonetheless. Let's see what Lala can do here in the second half. Will it be better than inept? Because that's what he was in the first half.
Oh, Kes said, get the donuts and milk.
Yeah.
He needs some milk. Crazy Sniper said, I volunteer as tribute.
Jeez. Here we go. Lala! Lala! There's someone there!
Oh, wait. If you can pick up the ball. Wow! How do you do that? How?
Oh, no.
When you see a glimmer of hope, and then the sun just goes away.
Man, and that's why you hate having linemen that have 30% 30 catch rating. They can't pick up the ball for anything.
Ain't no sunshine when
she's gone.
That's
boom, boom, boom.
So it's 31-0.
And I want when she's away.
There's over a minute left in the third quarter, and JC has no points.
Yeah. Lala has no points either.
I feel like there's a list much too long for us to say what they did wrong. What did they do right so far in this game?
Again, there's been more points scored off of offensive returns than on defense. There's been a pick 6 and a fumble 6, right? So it's like 14 points right there. The field goal came off of a short field. It's been not so good. The defensive stats right here, they've allowed negative 26 passing yards. The defense has had more passing yards than the Lala's offense. It's been not so good.
So do you blame this on a lack of practice? You think these guys didn't put enough practice into the GGL?
I don't think practice was a thing. You talked about people being up until 5 in the morning the next day. I think it's just a tough game. Sometimes you show up and the other team's better. Sometimes you show up and you forget to show up. And that's kind of what's happening.
Or
right
you
now.
show up and the other team shows out.
It's a mix of both. Right now, slants I think would be good. Screens would be good because there's just so much pressure right now. And then maybe like one-on-one deep bombs and let your top receiver go up against their top corner. You got to give yourself an opportunity here.
With 30 seconds left in the third, and you're down by 31 points.
Get something. There it is, underneath. All right, not underneath.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not the move.
Yeah.
This looks eerily familiar. Like seeing a score this high with someone having no points. I feel like I watched a game very similar to this last night.
This was close. I mean, that was a decent attempt there. I don't know who. Is that Gronk?
It's just rough, man. You're in this room. You got the bright lights on. The camera's going. You got everybody who you can talk trash with in the chat is here in real life, like IRL. Steps behind you.
Yeah,
watching you win or watching you lose.
Oh boy,
I don't like that at all.
No,
I didn't like that at all.
Oh jeez,
that's not the move.
Well, it's like a punt.
It is like a punt. You are correct. It is like a punt.
It's like a punt.
The other team receives the ball.
Yeah,
they will take over on downs.
If Big Face would have swatted that down, if Red Grant would have just swatted that down, they get the ball way further upfield. But now they have more yards to gain when they're on offense.
Stats. Like padding the stats.
Pad the stats.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that.
12 seconds left. It's not so good. It is not so good. Red Wood's in the building. He's not participating. Is he participating?
Oh, big shout out to Red Woods. Red Woods made it in.
There he is. Look at this.
Oh, Big Face, just so much time.
Oh, no. Going deep.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Torrey Holt.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. A big pass brought down in the red zone. I mean, you're going to start the fourth quarter at what, the 6?
Yeah.
At the 6, already up by 31 points.
Yeah. It's not so good.
I didn't think the first game that we'd see somebody put in the 40 club, but,
Possible.
It's possible.
Very possible. I mean, we're starting to see JC and Lala press a little bit here. They want to get themselves some yardage, but in doing so, make them vulnerable to turnovers, and it'll lead to the quickest 40 club in GGL match history.
I actually think that stat is probably spot on. I don't think we've ever had a 40 club this fast in a GGL tournament.
I will keep an eye on. Oh, here comes.
Oh! It's like the patience.
The spin. The spin's coming.
He knew. He knew.
Chop your feet, son.
But he bit.
Chop your feet.
No, he was not today. Not today.
Sliding out of frame.
Not today. Oh, that's 30. That's 38-0. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, look at Big Face. He's having fun now.
Yeah,
he's just having fun. He said, "Hey, man, I know I'm in the second round." He's like, "I'm good to go."
Oh no!
Oh, you can't let that happen. Oh, now.
Oh, and the hit stick.
And the user hit stick. It could have only been compounded worse if he would have fumbled after that user hit stick.
Yeah, I mean Christian Okoye is a legacy back.
All right, let's look at the positives here.
Yeah,
they got a very long field and a lot of space.
3 timeouts.
Hey, look at that truck!
There it is. He's
look
gone.
At that truck. No donut shop today. JC said no donut shop today.
There it is. They have been fed. After feeding, they have been fed.
JC said, get them donuts out the chat.
I don't want no milk.
He said, not today. I've never seen someone so excited about 7 points.
I think we saw Red Woods one time, like kick a field goal. Do you remember?
Oh, didn't he kick a field goal when it was like second down?
Yeah, it was like
he just wanted to make sure.
It was
like,
second
hey,
down in the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna take it now because there's no guarantee I'll make it back here.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, no.
You can't let him run it back on you.
Oh no.
You can't let him. Okay, all right.
That was close.
Because if he answered with a run back, that would have just been terrible.
All right, 38-7.
At one point, JC was ranked number 2 in the GGL.
That feels like ages ago.
Yeah, now it just looks like a big old number 2.
You can't even make it a 2-possession game right now. Oh, there it is.
Hey, a sack. Okay, so, if JC had played like this 3 quarters ago, we'd have a game on our hands.
I think it goes both ways. I think we're going a little hard on JC. This one to me is on Lala.
You know, all right. So here's the reason I give it to JC because Lala doesn't actually Lala doesn't talk a lot, right? So it's hard to rib a guy that like almost never says anything. But JC is one of the biggest mouths in the GGL, so you got to give it to JC.
There's a pick though. Ed Reed coming up big, and the big difference for me is like, yes, he doesn't talk as much, but he's playing the quarterback position. When you're QB, when you're the one running the offense, winning is up to you. Winning's up to you, and Lala has negative passing yardage.
So what you're saying is the reason that Snoop lost the last GGL is because Dan Rue was running the offense?
I think causation doesn't lead to correlation.
I mean, he was controlling the QB.
Hey, there's another one. Another big hole there. And then runs into the defender. But nice pickup. A little bit of life there from Lala's offense.
You know, this is great. This is good for the morale of the team.
Yeah.
They'll go back to the lab. They'll see what they did wrong. They'll check the footage. You know,
they're not going to do that.
I mean, no. They're not.
It's like we just got our butts beat. That's what happened.
Yeah, they'll watch this. They'll watch this one away. You got to wonder though, is this actually hurting Red Grant and Big Face more than it's helping? Because at a certain point, oh, see, now here's something that I learned though. JC could have recovered that with a user stumble recovery.
Yeah.
But he didn't flick the right stick back.
Yeah.
If he had done that, he's taking that one to the house.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, right? We're nitpicking out of a 38-7 blowout right now. But yeah, that was possible. Oh, almost.
That was a good hit though. It's a great hit
there. So one of those run pass options. You run a slant from the side and. Big hit by legacy card Pat Tillman to jar it loose. Those are ribs.
I wonder what the next game's going to be.
Me too.
It's like we'll figure it out, I guess. We'll do some interviews after this.
Well, the next game will definitely start a lot closer than where this game is right now. Because this game is pretty far away.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things where sometimes one team has a lot of points and one team has a little.
Oh, no.
But small victories. No donut shop.
So 3rd and 1 goes to 4th and 2 after a 1-yard loss here.
There's Lala on camera for the first time, I think, all day. I think the look on Lala's face right now says all we need to know about what happened in this game.
Yeah. It's like, where am I?
Yeah, he has no idea what's going on.
What am I doing?
What am I playing?
What's on my head?
Is this what game is this?
Oh, there it is. Nice little lob to the outside. Lala is able to get a little bit going right there, but 2:30 on the clock, and they're still pounding away to try and close that gap. Only how many onside kicks? How many onside kicks do we need here? 31. So you need 4 onside kicks to close this one back. Yeah, just tackles up the middle. This one should be run out here. 2-minute warning after this play. And we have ourselves our winner of that.
So my question is, at this point, can they get to the 40 club?
Possible. I think it was a big conversion there on that 4th and 2. It was a given if they stopped there.
I think it sends a statement. I think if you send your opponent to the 40 club in game number 1, I think it makes your opponent in the next round reevaluate how they're going to play you.
This is true, but like you'd have to call the timeouts. Oh my goodness!
Met in the backfield gets to stumble forward for 2 yards, but
what kind of blocking is going on right now? Where Lawrence Taylor is 5 yards deep in the untouched. You need to make some adjustments there in the back when you let that stuff happen.
Yeah, well, you know, needing to make adjustments and making adjustments.
2 different things. But there you see, you got 5 blitzers. It's just a quick slant or throw with a fade. Let's see what he does here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Throw the fade.
Yeah, you also have to catch the ball. You missed that part.
Yeah, that's tough. In Madden 20, when the defenders are near you as a quarterback, it'll make your quarterback throw off because there's pressure around. Just makes it very tough.
I mean, look at that. I mean, it's there. He went for the possession catch and just couldn't bring it down.
All right, 4th and 12. Possibility for the 40 club. Crossfire was asking. Possibility for the 40 club. I like this again. But I think this one, it's the slot receiver on the right that you're looking at.
4th and 12. I mean, there you go.
Oh, Gronk coming up big there. 40 club delayed yet again. That might be all she wrote. Timeout's not used.
I mean, you got to wonder, will Big Face stop the clock just to try to get the ball back?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're ready to get in. Ooh, they're ready to take this win. They're ready to take this win and move on. I think Red Grant, Big Face, they really got to work on their chemistry, work on offense and defense, both sides of the ball. 38-7 is a comprehensive victory.
You know what? You got to look at JC, though. JC was still smiling a second ago. He's still happy. He's disappointed he's not going to walk away with any of that prize money. Not a dollar.
But he's not walking away with that donut.
Yeah, but no donut chain. He's already got one, so he didn't want another one.
That's a good little throw there. Along the seams, always one of those passes that you always need to be able to throw in Madden to resist the pressure. And I think Lala's now finally figured it out, but 10 seconds left in the game, a little too late. Oh,
big sack.
Big sack, that's going to be all she wrote.
It's a sack king like Chris Webber, and just like that, final score, 38-7. So Red Grant, Big Face, they're going to move on to round number 2. Unfortunately, that is Boys to Men, a.k.a. End of the Road for JC and Lala in GGL number 8.
Yeah. Of the road till I can't let go.
Is that a almost falsetto?
Oh,
okay.
That's falsetto.
All right, there's a studio right over there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to the sideline right now. I got Kara on the sideline with the winners, Red Grant and Big Face. Kara, take it away.
Thanks, Hollywood. So can you first introduce yourself to everybody?
My name is Jalen, but everybody around here call me Big Face.
All right.
Red Grant. Everybody call me Red Grant.
Awesome. So I saw that was pretty much a washout. You guys completely dominated the other team, right? Would you say so?
Of course. That was what we planned on doing.
So at what point did you know you're just going to absolutely destroy the other team?
As soon as we kicked the ball off.
As soon as you kick the ball off? Wow. That's a lot of confidence. How long have you been playing Madden?
Since I was probably around like 5 years old.
That's amazing. So if you had a chance to go pro with Madden, are you already pro?
No, I'm not pro.
No, you're not. But if you had a chance to, would you do it?
Possibly, maybe. It's an option.
Yeah, just possibly. What about you? How long have you been playing Madden?
Nah, I like to play for fun, but you know what I'm saying, this is a fun league to be in, GGL. My partner, Big Face, you know what I'm saying, we came up with a great plan today, and he stuck with it, and we stuck with it on the first game. We're just going to keep sticking with it.
That's amazing. All right, back to you, Hollywood.
Newest reporter here at the GGL,
Yeah.
and a very welcome talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great person.
I think there's one question she wants to ask. She'll save it for later.
Yeah, she'll say that.
Yeah,
We'll see him again.
Yeah.
So they'll be around. All right. So let's review real quick. What did we witness just then, Dion?
Something that I want to forget. It was JC and Lala having negative passing yards in the second half. The defense by Red Grant, led by Red Grant, dominant in the first half. Big Face scoring 17 points in the first half as well, so a 3-possession thing. That was pretty big there. And then they closed it out in the second half, just kind of knocking everything out before finally Lala was able to get some points on the board. But 2 interceptions a day to forget for Lala, and that's why we see Big Face and Red Grant moving on to the second round.
Moving on, moving and grooving. So we'll try to get JC and Lala to the booth. I think they're going to need a moment after that. But we'll get them over to the booth since we're not going to have any other opportunity to talk to them.
Yeah.
So because they didn't win. But guys, if you just joined us, this is GGL number 8. We're playing a little 2-on-2 in Madden Ultimate Team. These guys are playing with their MUT teams, and we're looking for another champion. So right now, the only 2-on-2 champion would be the combination of T-Dap and Elroy Denard Jetson.
That's true.
Or for those of you who tuned in, who may know him by Snoop Dogg. They're the current reigning 2-on-2 champions, but standing in their way, the next game that we're going to have is going to be Young Sag and Eric V. Those are 2 of the 3 that were the team that dethroned Elroy in the very last GGL number 7. You're going to have Young Sag and Eric V versus Taylor Gang. Taylor
Both?
Gang.
Both members?
You got, no, but we're gonna have Chevy Woods and Tecmo Bowl.
All right. Tecmo Bowl, one of the new additions to the GGL, and has had a lot of success, I think, coming through here. He definitely shaped the way that I think a lot of people played defense in the last GGL, along with Chevy. And Chevy, obviously, Taylor Gang, one of the longstanding members of GGL as well, looking to find some success. I think this is a really cool matchup. I think this is a good matchup. You got a lot of talent on both sides. It's just interesting to see how these two teams play out.
So here's the thing that you really got to look at this matchup. In this matchup, you have, of the 4 players, 3 are the last champions for GGL.
Yeah.
So that means this will be the end of the road for someone after this game of any chance of going back to back.
Yeah.
But for someone or 2, it will still be alive.
Yeah, Tecmo, part of that winning 3v3 championship. Again, controlled that defense to success. And I think that there is a legacy waiting to be written in the form of a back-to-back champion. But right now, it's one game at a time for both these guys, both these squads. One game at a time. And as much as they were great together as 3s, right now it's 2 versus 1 plus another 1. So that loyalty's gone.
Plus another 1. Hey guys, that's the thing I love about the GGL. You know, and the other thing I gotta give a shout out to, Taylor Gang has come through from the beginning, doing so this goes back to this is the early days of the GGL.
Teach me, educate the people.
So before the Taylor Gang was here, it was just members of the compound, right? And at GGL number 1, the compound called out specifically the Taylor Gang.
Ooh.
They said, look, Wiz, they're like, you play. Look, rest of the Taylor Gang, Chevy Woods, Hit a Man, Ludi. Look, we challenge you all to come out and do this. And you know what happened?
They came out.
They came out. And ever since then, the Taylor Gang has been a very active part of the GGL. And I just want to say I appreciate those guys for coming out and gracing us with their presence and their talent. And I look forward to seeing this matchup. Also, sometimes you forget, and I forget, that, like, some of these guys are actual, like, artists and musicians. And, like, so we get caught up in Madden and just, like, playing
They got
Madden.
schedules.
Yeah,
They got
these
real
guys,
life.
they got real life stuff going on.
Yeah.
If they make time to come here and play, like, I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but, like, man, I heard a track from Chevy Woods. Woo. Yo, that was that track. I felt it in my soul, bro.
Okay.
Like, and it's not a lot of music where I'm like, okay, yo, but it banged.
It's
bro.
true. Music makes him grumpy.
Yeah. Like, it's supposed to soothe the savage beast. I'm just like the average beast. So, anyway, guys, GGL number 8 underway. 1 game in, another game coming up. That game coming up is going to be Eric B. and Young Sag versus
Chevy Woods and Tecmo Bowl. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. GGL number 8 after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Big Snoop D-O-double-G. And if you don't know what this is, let me tell you, man, this thing can grow produce, fruits, and it can even grow some of this stuff right here that I be smoking on, man. In 15 days, you may get some results, man. And you know what? Tell them what else happened.